Hello everyone, welcome to the June 2025 relationship reading for Capricorns. Relationship will mean anything that falls into that definition. So it could be your relationship with self, other people, love relationships, friendships, relationships with food, finances, etc. So what we'll do is start with the charms and see what your angels, what your soul energy wants to focus on for the messages for June for Capricorn. And then we'll shuffle up the tarot and see how they use them to further elaborate on the messages. So I'll just make a little noise here off the top as we see how the charms want to fall in terms of relationships, June 2025 Capricorn. We'll see where they want to go. Like I said, this could be anything that they want to focus on. So it could be family, friends, workspace. Like I said, it could be your relationship with money, it could be your relationship with, your emotions, relationships within the community. Oh, they have a lot to say over over here, so that'll be fun to dig in. Okay, that's it. I mean, that's quite a bit, so it's not really that's it, but I am getting really choked up here already. I haven't even gone into your reading and already kind of feeling it here, so we'll just kind of tune in. Oh, we'll leave the swan up because that's key. I'm just going to see how it's overwhelming here. Quite a bit of cautionary. A lot of my cautionary charms kind of fell out here. Oh, that one was discarded, so I didn't even actually see it there until I went to grab the cards. All right, so let's see how the cards want to fall here and complement. Just gonna move a couple things out of the way here so I don't knock anything. Okay. So let's see. Capricorn relationships. What's the topic of conversations for June? It could be something you want to hear about. Maybe you already have something in mind, a particular person or situation. And we'll see if the answers come out here for you. Okay. I want me to dig back here in the back. And we got a middle one here sticking out. All right. Be interesting to see the the cards here that are following with the cautionary charms here, and I got choked up again. So wondering what that is. Guess we'll find out. And I think we're going to have 4 kind of piles here as I place the cards up here. Okay. So a bit of a consistent pattern here, 2, 2, 2, 2. Maybe look into that angel number, 22, 22, or maybe you've been seeing the number 2 a lot, or sequences of 2, 22, 2, 2, 2, or 22, 22, like we see here. I'm just going to tune in to see where they want to begin and kind of kick off your relationship conversation here. Again, for June 2025. So we're just kind of looking at, things that are top of mind for you, relationships that are either happening, forming, new, something to look forward to. So I've been looking over here at my horseshoe about it's sitting on some news. We'll see what the complimentary cards are. So here we have the question why. And I feel like I may have said that in the intro. Or while I was shuffling the cards, right? Maybe you were coming in with a particular question already in mind, or a particular person, a situation in mind, and it's related to some news. So your angels have some news here for you. And we have chaos and conflict paired with the why. So not surprising that there might be a situation here that's been confusing to you related to your relationship. So I'm just going to tune into the cards a bit more, but also see what you kind of take away yourself as you kind of look at the cards, see what you feel, see what you see kind of what the message is for yourself. So the horseshoe charm, when I receive it, it's about turning things around, because that's often what we do, right? The horse wears the shoe to protect the hoof, but when we take it off, we hang it upside down for good luck to fill it, right? To receive. And this is tied to the ability to attract right now. Your energies are high in attraction. So you might see a lot of people reaching out to you right now, wanting your attention, trying to get to your attention, or you might be thinking of someone or situation and then they pop up. Not that you wanted to see them, but all of a sudden you're crossing paths with them. But I mean, the main message is turn around. So if this is news from your angels, they want you to either turn around your view on the situation, this relationship or person that you had in mind when you came in, the question that you already wanted to ask about. I don't think it is as black and white. I mean, nothing, or not a lot, really is purely black and white in life, right? Or maybe there's a feeling of someone has changed here, or a lack of change, and you're wanting change, and you're confused as to why nothing has changed. But maybe there has been change and you haven't seen it. Because you're reaching for your angels here to answer you, right? You're reaching out to for guidance, and I mean, they're really not elaborating with the one charm and the few cards here, other than you need to really, just turn around your perspective, or maybe turn around your question, maybe phrase it a different way in order to look at this person or situation in a different matter, so that you can maybe see what you're not seeing. I'm actually intrigued that I didn't get my glasses over here as charms. That's usually about clarity, or you're reading into things. So I don't think you're presuming. I think you truly are just kind of lost, and their only answer is to kind of turn around. So maybe you need to turn around and just walk away from this relationship as well if you're feeling lost, and they're saying turn around as the message here. Then sometimes it's, separation is key, or distance is key, from people as well, or situations. Maybe we'll get some further elaboration as we work through the charms here, but they're feeling pretty blunt here. So we have the star on manifesting your desires, and my butterfly on the high heel with completing your plan first. So putting yourself first, in your relationships. And maybe that's this connected to this situation here or this person here, and that's why I kind of came up. But let's see how we connect in here with the messaging. Well, we have manifesting your desire with the fates, and we have star upon star, right? You could almost place my charm right on the card. I might actually do that, but you can see how she's pulling, right? Pulling on her soul plan strings here and choosing her next steps, choosing her next person, maybe even. I wonder if it does fit. Yeah, pretty darn close. So when I get my star charm, it's about following your intuition. Luck is in your favor. You hold the power, and then we get the fates card here, where you're actually holding onto your charm, and it was on manifesting your desire. So we did talk about your power of attraction down here as well. So you're attracting, you're manifesting. You have the ability right now to form the next best relationship for you, or the next best situation for you. And we are heading now to the next tile of completing your plan first here with my high heels with the butterfly. And the butterfly is messenger from heaven. So it could be a loved one coming down to support this encouragement of putting yourself first, putting your life plans. Maybe you put stuff on the back burner for someone, and now you're confused because maybe their receptivity, maybe you thought the next step was moving in, so you complete whatever you need to complete it, and suddenly they're expressing they're not ready to go to that next step. So you're a bit confused there, you're a bit misled. So we'll see how this comes about. But the high heel here with the messenger from the other side, is about protection against like jealous feelings when we're talking in context of relationships. And jealousy is like presumptions, right? Expectations, putting those on someone, and that can cause conflict. Or here we are with chaos and conflict. And the message here, right, was turn around, turn your perspective around. So maybe you've been presuming certain actions, or like I said, have expectations of someone else, and they're telling you to put yourself first, complete your plan first. Always do what's best for you, and don't try to change the other person, or try to push them to be sort of at your rate in the relationship if they're not. You kind of have to have that conversation. And that's paired with time for a nap. We have our beautiful little sleepy fox here with the moon, Father Moon. I'm wondering if this is keeping you up at night. I don't think you're as relaxed as the fox here, especially if you're dealing with like overthinking. And as I say that, kind of zoom in here on the angel coming in, right? Your messenger here from heaven, maybe talking to you in your dreams to give you this answer to why, to help you tap into your intuition, like they were telling you here, through your ability to manifest and the star. I did a dream reading recently where some loved ones were coming through to the individual as like these friendly giants, and being reminded here with my little fox friend, sort of the friendly creature I was calling them in the dream. they were scary to the individual, to the client, but they were actually their loved ones from heaven. That's why they were showing up as friendly little creatures, but just larger scale. So I'm wondering if that's happening to you too. I'm wondering if you're missing these messengers that are helping you here with this situation, that they want you to receive the news that they're delivering you about maybe letting go of some preconceptions as you enter this relationship. Or instead of just thinking why, right? I was drawn to the overthinking there. Just ask them. Maybe you're not asking them. Maybe that's how I was getting choked up here in my throat at the beginning. You're not actually voicing your question out loud to them. Okay, so we'll see here. See how this builds for your relationships for June. But this definitely feels like something happening now, so should be easy for you to decipher who this person is, who this situation is that's weighing on your mind. That maybe you're, like I said, you're overthinking and you're putting preconceptions down on them. Okay, I'm wondering if we're coming down to the pile of cautionary charms first, or if we're going to come across. I think we're coming across. And I say that because I'm immediately drawn into the I love soccer. And this is all about putting you first. This is really about like you loving you, you loving balance, being in balance, emotions in balance, and perfect balance. This does tie back to the black and white, the yin and the yang. So either you're looking for a perfectly balanced relationship situation for you and you haven't found that yet. And it was on release the past hurts and family issues, or you've had past drama, past relationship drama. And I have been talking here about presumptions, right? Making presumptions. And we have my directional arrow, my very blunt directional arrow about only go from A to B. It's kind of like the Monopoly sign, go straight and pass go, collect your 200. And it's going from these past hurts to self-love. So loving yourself, paired with the love bucket here, my little purse of love, needing to fill that up. So that ties back to putting yourself first here. So a lot of self-work here in June. I feel a good significant of you have had to walk away from a situation or a person you've been questioning why your relationship or connection has been the way it is. And like I said, this could be a workplace. Maybe it's just gotten rocky or not so great, or maybe there's tension between you and another. But with your power of attraction, if you're not willing to voice and go direct to the individual or individuals involved and have the conversation to ask your why, again, I'm getting this repeat message of your loved ones being able to come to you in your dreams and your ability to manifest that connection. Let's see what the cards were paired. Well, there we go. We've got our soulmates cards here. So I'm going to adjust this light. It's bothering me. That's coming up on the cards. Okay. I hope that probably was bothering you guys all too. Okay. So this is my my soulmate owls, and like the true love owls, and I feel like this is like your deepest heart's desire. Maybe you haven't experienced this type of relationship yet, because it's coming in really, really strong here, and it's with this past drama. You know, go from A to B in the self-love. So either there's tension in your current relationship that has this strong bond, and you're not sure why, You're just not getting the clarity as to why you're just feeling suddenly tension. You can't figure out where it's coming from. Like, is the source you, them, external? If you're not in a relationship, I would say that either you just suffered a pretty traumatic split, or you're holding yourself back from having this great of a relationship because of the past hurt here. But there's definitely the opportunity here to have this strong bond. So again, like talking it through to rekindle and better understand each other once again. Get the communication flowing. Or, this is your next relationship. This is your opportunity coming up. This is your next person. Once you start to put yourself first and let go of this person and situation in the past. No more need to keep asking why. And then we have, just breathe. Here's your fairy godmother. I always kind of see it as like Cinderella's bibbidi bobbidi boop. She had her beautiful blue gown when she came in. So here's your angel, your fairy godmother, your loved one from the other side, right, visiting you in your dreams, letting you know that just take a breath, recenter on yourself again, right? Get your balance, get your emotional balance because the card's all blue. So we have our heavy emphasis here on emotions, working on emotions, and recenter yourself. Self-acceptance, I'm hearing as well. Okay, so pretty strong opening focus here for June. And now it looks like we're gonna dive into our charms here. My little flower. This is like giving birth to something new, new idea, new creativity. We're on relationships, so this would be a new connection. Doesn't necessarily have to mean a romantic connection, but it's a new connection. But the flower's already bloomed, which means the seed was already planted. You've already crossed paths with this person, maybe talked, locked eyes, gave each other a little smile. And it was between lust and support. So I would say it's probably, that little flirtation maybe, that extra little bit of kindness that just made you smile, made your heart skip a beat for a moment. Somebody that fits your type, or just the way they spoke to you was very kind or charismatic. Maybe all they did was open a door or let you go first, but it was enough to kind of brighten your day and make you kind of feel good about yourself and about your day. Made you feel open to receive that kind of attention again, right? You're attracting over here. So if you're looking for that soulmate energy, you're going to attract that attention, that kind of level of attention. Now we have my swan here on ego, and this is one of my few double-sided charms. Sorry, I'm getting choked up again. So it's on ego. So it's one side's dream. So you got the tie back here to your dream. But on the back side is a swan. It's like a hidden jewel, right? So I feel like maybe there's a caution here that you don't go from confidence, right? Regaining your confidence and feeling all the love and attraction that you're going to be receiving this month. Don't let it kind of fuel your ego here. which can display without us really wanting it to in, words that we use, or again, expectations I was hearing, right? The placing of expectations. You think one person held the door, so, now everybody is going to for you. That's really, really basic, but kind of getting getting to the point. Sorry, getting to the point here, but also tying back to your self love. I was getting, the beautiful swan, not knowing that she is, and again with the caution of the ego. We have surprise with my little Bambi, my little baby fawn here. And this is about being kind of shy about taking action, taking endeavor, taking the first step. So maybe you'll be shy to initiate, which, if you are coming out of a past hurt, you may not be inclined to be the first to say hi, to ask to go out on a date, to join an app. But it's on surprise. So, if you're looking for this true love, I think there's this hint here to be willing to take that initiative. If you are having this moment, like, let them know that you're starting to feel the feels, because they might surprise you with, I'm so glad you said that. So kind of getting that feel there. I'm getting pulled up to my hairbrushes here on hot and steamy. And the reason that I was talking about ego up here with the swan, the beautiful swan, and attraction, you're attracting attention right now. And that's what my hairbrushes here, they're all about being in the spotlight, getting more attention. So it's on hot and steamy. Maybe there's a caution here too. And we are on lust as well. So a caution to maybe avoid the lust-based relationship, right? The ego-fueled relationship, because that's what lust relationships are. They just build you up, right? And kind of lack that authenticity. The winter is coming. Pretty much is kind of the sentiment, sort of that cool off period. So like a hot and heavy, we have hot and steamy, so hot and heavy. So like, the lust relationship, like I said, is going to build up your confidence and make you feel like the swan, but it's going to fuel your ego. It's going to cool off quickly. It's not really going to be long lasting. They're kind of warning here. So maybe, even though they want you to initiate, look for a supportive person, and less so the one that just makes you kind of lust after them. Maybe you have two potential candidates here for a potential love relationship. It's just a matter of guiding you and helping you to put yourself first, which you'll be able to decipher in a lust relationship. Generally, the balance isn't there, right? The black and white balance isn't there, and you'll be able to feel that and see that. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else kind of on the winter is coming, sort of this heads up, this warning of a hot, fast, kind of cooling off quick on you. And I don't think that's really what we're looking for here in terms of a next relationship. So our see-through leaf here, my hollow leaf, is on improvement in relationships are needed now. And when we get the see-through leaf, this is about there being a noticeable difference. Again, people seeing you, you're in the spotlight. So your actions could be speaking louder than words right now. Again, coming back to my being choked up. So, and your ability to manifest. So I'm not saying to ghost anyone. That's never kind, or give a cold shoulder, but you may be able to speak louder through your actions. So, refusal to go get that coffee with this individual that might be trying to, keep you stuck in more of a lust relationship, and instead taking the initiative to go for coffee with this individual instead, and that would improve your relationships, right? You're making the right decision, the positive relationship to continue to engage in. And that's paired with my ribbon, my bow tie down here. And this is like a gift, receiving positive news, but it's also a red flag for a charismatic character. And I'm getting pulled back to the lust here. So, someone might be showering you with gifts, right? The beautiful swan, the attention, you're being seen. And they're kind of hiding behind those gifts, I feel. Maybe their authenticity is not there, which is why it's leaving you questioning. But definitely a red flag on the charismatic individual, the one fueling the ego here. So when I get so we have lucky in love, which again I feel is your heart's desire here, your potential. That's seems to be the emphasis of the message this month is you are having conflicts in your current relationship, your current love relationship, and conversations required to get clarity to turn things around. If you're single, they really want you to, change things up. Walk away from the charismatic character that you always say yes to. And maybe you need to reach out to that quiet introvert that's just always kind to you, because you are to be lucky in love. And my paw print heart charm is like a lick it, stick it, stamp it kind of message from the angels. And also like a stop sign, like they're putting, like when your little companion kind of pushes against you gently, right? Or a partner just kind of pushes you against you gently to hold you back from making a bad decision, from going forward. So if you want to be lucky in love, I think you need to do what we hear 100 people say all the time, which is, change the kind of people you've been hanging out with, change the people that you're dating, change the kind of person you say yes to, and go for the person that, maybe didn't turn your head, or for whatever reason you just kept saying we're just friends. Um, you know, maybe take another look, have that conversation, right? We were talking here about the surprise of taking the initiative, saying, when we first met, I actually had a crush on you, but still good being your friend, but just letting you know, I did have that crush on you. And then maybe being surprised that all this time the two of you were soulmates. And then we have my pair of flip-flops. And this is about like a partnership coming together. So like I was saying, if you are in a relationship, I think there's just a minor tiff that's kind of going on, some emotional tension there, maybe some unspoken frustrations, or maybe there's stress that is translated into your relationship. But I do feel if you just take the time to truly talk and listen to each other, you're going to work it out. The partnership's going to come together probably stronger, to be honest. Like feeling better together, even more than you were initially together, right? The attraction will be even deeper. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. And then if you're currently single, this is about sort of a heads up. Again, you're lucky in love. There is this partnership coming together, a love partnership. So we've got a red flag before your green flag. So the red flag to let in the green flag. we have Treasure Island, and here's our beautiful messenger turtle bringing in all the love, right? You're lucky in love. Look, love with all the stars coming back to your power to manifest this kind of love in your life. It wouldn't even get out of my hand. Stuck to my finger for some reason. I wonder if that coming back to the fates, I wonder if this love or this ability to get through a challenge or conflict together to strengthen your love is a fated moment that you just can't change. Because it, like I said, it stuck to my hand. I couldn't drop it. So as much as you might want to try to maybe go back to this individual or this environment, this situation, even if you don't put in the work this month to change your perspective and take the step forward that they want you to, I think this turtle here, your guardian angel is going to come in and force your hand a little bit. This connection is fated to happen. It must happen. Oh, look here, round and round and round. Yeah, they want you to get off your relationship wheel this month. June 2025 is your kind of last ditch chance here to get off the wheel yourself, or look who's coming through the center here, right? Your guardian angel's coming. They're watching you. So, will be much better if you take the initiative and do it yourself. But your angels are going to fate this coming together. And the only reason I say better is if you walk away, you'll be in a better emotional space versus a forced, either a forced alignment. So you'll agree to disagree and you'll never resolve kind of the issue, but you'll move forward. Or a forced break, separation from this person, a removal of them from your environment, a divine kind of intervention in order to force you to connect and cross paths here with the meant relationship for you for 2025. Again, this can be a best friend, a work relationship, or a love relationship. Kind of has that context. Definitely doesn't feel outside of that. So for June 2025, let's see what kind of work you Capricorns put into the relationship that this is connecting with you the most. Or you can, like I said, you can just sit back and watch and see how the divine intervention unfolds here for you. So we'll check in July. We'll check in on your relationship space then and see if the angels want to reconnect with you on this topic, or if we're all just kind of moving forward together. So thank you for joining, and I will see you next month.